So the concept of like space and the ocean merging or having anything to do with one another is really new to me. I'm a Pisces, so I really do like ocean and like water and stuff, but I never really thought of that merging with space at any point. Can you talk to me a little bit about what was your most shocking discovery on your journey with Christine?
Sure. Well, first of all, Shalise, I think that it's important to just think about some of the parallels of space and the deep sea, right? Like you have this big, vast, black emptiness where we can't breathe that has immense pressure, and the list goes on and on and on. There are a lot of parallels, but I'll say this: the deep sea is much cooler. So for your for your hundreds of billionaires that are listening to this, put your money into deep sea because it's way cooler. But yeah, Christine and I had some fantastic discoveries. I don't want to take any credit from her because all the deep sea stuff, all the brubs, the deep water cameras and stuff, that's all her, nothing to do with me. I hired her to help out on this show and truly was just able to piggyback on her research and learn what she learned as we examine pieces of the deep ocean that the world has never seen before, which was an absolutely incredible thing to see, and some of those species. And I think that some of her discoveries there, some of the sharks that she saw there and the kelps and the cephalopods were incredibly cool. On a personal level, I adored the diving, my favorite part of the whole show is when the striped pajama sharks are swarming around us, and I'm literally stimulating one, rubbing its nose and putting it into tonic, and there's another one in my neck and another one in my armpit. And I'm like, hold on, I'll get to you in a second. And these sharks are like showing affection like a group of puppies, and it was just unbelievably adorable to have all these sharks all over me. And then that culminated in something that I don't think's ever been filmed before, which was the mating of these pajama sharks, which we captured on film, which was an absolutely astounding thing to see as a shark biologist.
Yeah, no, that's actually really cool. And speaking of something really cool, I found the idea of sharks glowing to be very interesting. Like the fact that sharks can like see one another through like a UV filter type sight was really cool. Is there anything else you think that this type of vision could be useful for to them? And to your knowledge, are there other creatures that have this as well?
Yeah, good question. Animal eyes are incredibly diverse from spiders that see multiple ways to things like mantis shrimp that see way more colors than we'll ever understand. And so it's an interesting question. I think that vision for us is such a sense that we're reliant on. I'm looking at you, reading your body language, seeing how you react to the things I'm saying. Other animals don't use vision. Some do, but not all animals use vision as such an important cue for social understandings and things like that. So it's a whole balance of different things. I'm sort of waffling, but I think my point is for us, like seeing that way is so weird and unusual. But for sharks, it's just part of how they see. They don't see it as anything different, which is pretty incredible for humans to get that perspective for a change.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that you guys take the time to like study sharks. I actually personally feel like most people are scared of them. So I never really like it's really cool to see someone like tackle something that most people have a fear of. The unknown obviously is one of those things. What other adventures do you have lined up after this mission? Like, do you have any interest in studying any other particular species or different types of sharks?
Oh yeah, we've been doing wildlife TV and Shark Week shows for years and years and years now. And so there's a whole docket of stuff. I'm a biologist by trade, so I work outside of just sharks. I'm working with Colossal, the de-extinction company. We're bringing back woolly mammoths and thylacine, which is, I think, probably the most incredible thing that's happened in our lifetime. So, there's that. There's big conservation projects where we're dealing with human-wildlife conflict. I've got more shark projects in the pipeline for next year. So there's a whole plethora of stuff going on. And for me, just as long as I'm out working with wildlife and promoting conservation, I'm very happy.
Awesome. That sounds great. Well, thank you so much for your time. This is going to be really big Shark Week. I think this year's going to be massive. I think that's a lot of people were saying like that they're excited to see Jason Momoa because of Aquaman and him being involved with this was pretty cool. So I'm really excited. So thank you so much. And I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Shalise.